Coronation Street's Shobna Gulati, best known for their 12-year stint as Sunita Alahan, has come out as non-binary. Revealing that this has been a lifelong feeling, it was the terminology of today's youth that gave them the language to articulate their identity. On opening up about their personal life, Shobna stated, "I've become more happy describing myself as a person. What do people call it now? Non-binary. So, I suppose that's who I am," adding, "I've never had a word for it, but I've learned from our younger generation what that might look like in terms of a word, because I know what it feels like in terms of being me." A non-binary individual is someone who doesn't ascribe solely to traditional male or female gender norms. The gender may be seen as fluid, incorporating traits traditionally associated with both genders, or fitting neither category. Shobna proudly declares she/they pronouns on Instagram. The actor shared these insights on Kay Adams' How to Be 60 podcast, due for release tomorrow. At 58, Shobna reflected, "All the way through my life I've never had the words for that, and I've never managed to explain that, and I suppose my immediate family have not really thought about it," reports The Mirror. Instead of focusing on labels, their family perceived Shobna as sometimes extremely feminine or masculine, appreciating him as the person who fell out of the tree and equally the person who put on all this makeup and did a dance. Shobna opened up about a revelatory encounter with a sound engineer while working on the same show, which led to a profound self-realization. "The sound person said to me that they were non-binary and I said, 'What is that?' So, then they explained, and I thought, well, I feel like that, but I didn't ever have that vocabulary. They said that they saw themselves as a person and that the gender, the he or the she, wasn't important to who they are. And I thought, that's all I've ever thought. And I think now I'm free to say it out loud. I think people around me have accepted who I am for a long time without any explanation, but I suppose when I'm asked now, I'll say it." Recalling her earlier days in TV, particularly starring as Anita in Dinner Ladies during the 1990s, Shobna confessed to feeling compelled to adhere to feminine norms. They recounted a conversation with Kay saying, "My father would say things like, 'Oh, you haven't dressed up today,' or 'You haven't washed your hair,' or 'Your hair looks limp, you can't go out like that.' I'd say, 'Why not?' Had comment about my mannerisms, how I walked like a boy, a comment others have echoed. That walk, those traits, they're part of who I am and now, I embrace them wholeheartedly." Shobna soared to fame back in 2001 when she landed the role of Sunita, the prominent Coronation Street shop assistant. Her character's whirlwind journey included marrying local business owner Dev Alahan and becoming a mother to twins Adi and Asha, not to mention finding herself at the center of numerous high-stakes plots. However, the actress recently disclosed her consistent anxiety about job security while on the iconic soap, confessing that showrunners frequently toyed with the idea of dispatching her character.